So, Grizzle, as you look into the abyss, as you jump off the edge, you look down and you see nothing but darkness. You can see your friends Insano and Snot drifting off. You see the shocked look upon Snot's face as he comes to and begins to realize what on earth is actually happening as they disappear in front of you. And slowly, your speed feels like it begins to slow. It almost feels as though you're just hovering. And light begins to kind of pierce through your eyes. It stings a bit as you've sat in this darkness for an undetermined amount of time. The amount of time you sat felt like hours trying to figure out this room. As it pierces through, you realize you're slowly lowering into another room. As you look down, you can see your comrades kind of sitting there, shocked looks upon their faces. JJ embracing a small little gnome as he just sits there quietly to himself, cross-legged on the floor, as your feet slowly touch the stones beneath your feet, and you come to rest. You look around and you notice all of your comrades there, alive, in this cylindrical room. As you look up, you can still notice darkness above you. Around the room, there's nothing but a single door. As you all sit there for a moment, taking your breaths, you hear another click as the door on that opposite wall opens.
Is the click familiar, like the one that we've heard in previous ones where the encounter is over?
Nice
the
thing to slide
encounter
that
is
in.
over click.
It's just into another room here, it looks like.
You hear the door click.
Okay, I walk over to the door.
Never mind, that's what Ponch had to go through.
I walk over to the door and I try to open it.
Yeah, hurt.
You lost 3 teeth.
And then the door just warped him back to the beginning.
Like, oh,
I walk over to the door and I try to open it.
we did it.
As you push it open, the door opens. That door, and you enter back into the main chamber once again.
Whoa.
Okay.
We're all back inside.
We're all back inside
Following
here.
behind, yep.
So,
Huh.
your character sheets, feel free to pass those back out.
Oh boy.
You sneaky little bugger.
There was a good chunk of me that thought, like, okay, Carl's just gonna, like, wait till he gets this back and it's like, fuck you guys, and just rip them all
Feel
off.
free to put those back into the main room.
That's you.
That would have been kind of fun.
That would have been really interesting.
There's your
I should have 2.
Sir?
Alright. Yes. We did it.
Like that.
As you all just kind of stumble back into this room,
Whoa.
you can just hear the grinding of stone as you look over and notice the lips on the wall slowly moving. And then... oh, that took all of you much longer than I had hoped.
Sorry, we're not accustomed to just jumping into pits of darkness. That was... wow.
Faith always takes a leap.
Faith in you?
Faith in general.
Okay. Sure.
Faith in your friends. Faith in what lies ahead of you.
Okay then. I'm still just like stunned by like the entire...
Talk over at Snot and I... You alright, pal?
So, yeah,
Still doing okay?
there's fucking lips on the wall, man.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I mean, I feel like chewing will be harder.
Well, I know I can't bring your teeth back, but maybe I can help you out a little more. And I cast Healing Word on or Cure Wounds on him again.
Okay.
10. Is that better, bud?
Yeah.
Much better? Good. Okay. 3 down. Looks like there's only one more door.
One to go.
Are you ready, little one?
I guess. Sure.
I mean,
What do you call them, little lips?
As you hear another click of the door to the northeast.
How about this time you give us a clue?
what took you some time to ask for such a simple favor?
It's obvious now. Your lips.
Your previous challenge was a bit of a farce. This one, not as much.
Alright, boys, who's got a fart? Those just said farts, right?
I believe you heard me.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard your fart lips. And I start walking towards the door.
Alright.
You know, it's probably not a good idea to insult this guy who might be holding our destiny.
His name is Fart Lips.
As I walk towards the door, I give a little bow and be like, sorry for my comrade. He doesn't mean it.
Yes, he does.
Really do, yeah.
As I,
Oh, I just actually saw the lips. Saying that right there.
Okay, let's do this.
So you go and you push the door open.
Oh, he's pushing it
Absolutely.
open. Okay.
Leia, let's go, everybody.
I'm
We got
following.
this.
Let's go.
Earth.
Win.
Heart. Fire.
I'm gonna follow up at the tail.
Okay.
What? We're summoning Captain Planet. Not
I'm gonna-
insane, I want.
Second, Captain Insane.
As you cross over the center, you can still see the glowing essence of these runes on the floor just shimmering off that one final entranceway as you make your way through.
Do they look any different than after the second or first challenge?
No. As you break your way through the doorway, by it pushing it open. Yeah, I figured I should be more specific on that. You enter into another round chamber. As you enter into the room, you see a large, circular wooden table surrounded by fairly decorative chairs. Much more so than the aged and worn table they surround. The round room appears to have no exit aside from the door that you had just entered into. There's a dim light in the room, emanating from a lightly glowing orb floating just a foot over the table's center.
So maybe this challenge is a mutton eating contest.
As you enter into the room and Gearbo, the last of the group, the door slams behind you. You look around the table as there sits 7 chairs for the 6 of you. For the first time in any of the rooms, you can actually hear from outside of this door. And you can hear the lips of Mordenkainen moving again.
Gentlemen, if you would, please just have a seat.
I have a seat.
Grizzle sits down.
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
As you do, please put your mini behind the seat that you are taking.
I'm good with the one I'm at.
I'm right there. Scooch me one over to the next chair over.
Who's this? It's not. It's not. Where are you at? You on this one?
Yeah, wherever.
Okay.
Just a pick me one.
Okay, so we're the only one that's empty is this one, Carl.
Okay. As you all take your seats, you sit down. You feel this rich mahogany as you look at this table in front of you that is aged extremely more than the rest of the furniture you sit on. Chairs are actually relatively comfortable, surprisingly for being basically solid wood.
I say these chairs are relatively comfortable.
I'm glad you believe that.
And you all suddenly just hear a little... And in that moment, as you all just lie there kind of resting, the first time you've sat in some time, and it feels fantastic. Massive bars begin to come out of the edges, and you see one lacerate around your chest, around your forearms, around your thighs, and around your ankles. As you're all suddenly trapped inside of every single one of these chairs you're now sitting in.
Can we go back to the tape where I said that I actually sat in a chair?
Oh my god. We're just going with this now.
D&D instant replay.
I say on second thought, I don't think these chairs have good enough lumbar support.
Lumber or lumbar?
Whatever, you heard me.
Well, they're made of wood,
Go
so
back
lumber.
to go to the tape.
Forgive me,
Yeah,
but
lumbar.
this challenge, I need to ensure that you will not aid your fellows. This is a challenge beset just to you. This is a challenge of your wits and of your mind.
Dane just goes, I'm screwed.
I say at the same time Dayton says it, I'm screwed.
You will be given ample time to complete this. But there is a cost.
And as he says that, you kind of just suddenly see the last chair that was empty. There was no bars upon it. You suddenly see all the latches come forward as though there'd be like an invisible person there, but there's not.
If you cannot finish it within what is allotted, you will sacrifice much.
And you hear another click, and then suddenly, as you see out of the back of the chair, a giant spike comes forward, about a foot and a half. And as you look, you notice that it's levered basically right over where your heart would probably be.
Yikes.
And Dane just goes,
You don't
Oof.
assume by the look of this that you'd be able to survive it.
I go ahead and touch myself. Not like can I like
This isn't trying to jack off, JJ.
touch my hand against my no, because I have to cast a spell.
Because you're basically
and
like
the range is touch.
You can't touch yourself.
I can't.
Stepping away from the table for just a moment, we need to thank those who've helped us bring this episode to life. Our friends at Battle Bards. Battle Bards offers an incredible, vast array of sound, music, and effects to bring your games to life. Their Prime subscription service allows you to stream that content from anywhere, including if you play online. With the Prime service, you not only are able to stream that content, but if you wanted to purchase individual tracks for yourself or for use elsewhere, you get 20% off of all of your purchases on the site. Not only that, they give you access to mixers and soundboards to make the sound and effects that you need. If you go to battlebards.com, enter the promo code LOST to get a little discount off of your subscription. Our need for incredible sound is so vast that we're also helped by our friends at Sirenscape. Sirenscape brings amazing atmosphere and music to your games. With their app, you can set the mood at your table on the fly. Their tool sets allow you to create unique music for your games, and with their vast library, you'll find something for almost any RPG setting. Please find links in the description below to both of these amazing services. By using these links, you help us by showing our partners the support you have for our content. Both of these services provide an amazing level of immersion for your players. Check them both out and find out which is best for you. Or you can go our route and use them both, because they're both unique. Thank you to both Battle Bards and Sirenscape for your support. Now, let's get back to the table. So when we left off, you guys had entered into the last room. You could hear Mordenkainen speaking to you. This is the first time that in any of the rooms you could hear his voice still through the door, even though it's been closed. As you sat down, multiple, basically, what almost looks like leather wraps, but are actually metallic, wrapped around your bodies, your torso, your thighs, your ankles, your forearms. And you saw a small glowing orb hanging just above the table as you're sitting there. What are you doing?
What do you do?
I say, I find this strangely arousing.
You would. Strange little man.
I'm like testing the bonds a little bit. I'm trying to like move my arms. I feel like how strong is this shit really?
I would like to
Like,
kind of
I'm-
surveil my surroundings.
You see all of your
Who's this here?
members of employ.
Who's this here?
That's Dane.
What's the light level in the room? Like, is it brightly lit?
Really?
It's pretty similar to what it is actually in this room right now.
Okay.
Most of the light is actually coming from the orb that's glowing just above the table.
So you can see the walls and shit?
Correct.
Alright, I would like to kind of look over the walls and see if there's any kind of like levers or any like off switch or anything.
Give me a perception check.
Alright.
An off switch.
Crit.
Crit?
Yeah, nat 20.
As you are looking around the room, you don't notice anything aside from your members of your employ strapped to their chairs along with yourself and the orb and the wooden table. The walls look normal.
Alright.
I just stare into that ball for. I just stare at the ball for a little bit. Oh. What do I see? Can I see anything in there?
It's kind of like staring into the sun a little bit, like your vision starts to go a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of bright. It's super bright.
It's not super bright. I'm just trying to play off on that a little bit. But I mean, you just see like a warm glow. But some of you feel like a weird tingling sensation.
Who feels it?
Not in the pants.
You're one of them.
Where is it?
Throughout your entire body as it just kind of tingles through. Kind of like your body's almost asleep, but you can still move your limbs aside from being restricted by the chair you're strapped to.
I see you got it. And you guys feel weird?
I feel fine. This glowing ball's kind of trippy, but
Kind of look over and go, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand. Do any of you guys understand? Garbo!
It doesn't hurt at all. So like like when you have like
It's like
your hand falls asleep.
A little bit like that. Not
That's
quite
a
as
little-
severe, but
Yeah, okay, but all right.
can I communicate with Mordenkainen?
you can certainly try.
I yelled at him, what are we doing? What do you want us to accomplish here? Like, I'm puzzled, like I can't fucking move this ball thing. Is kind of cool looking, but the rest of it's...
Well, thank you for your patience. It's taken me a bit to just prepare. That tingling sensation is to ensure fair play. Magical abilities such as yours will not help you in this task.
What will help us in the task?
Your wits,
Okay.
as I had already shown you.
I'm screwed.
Failure to complete this has dire consequences.
I say, who's your wits?
This one again. Well, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yep.
Do it.
Very well. Although they look similar, each one is unique. They will help you if you can complete the task.
As he says this, you notice these little, almost like round cylindrical items just kind of appear as they rise out of the table and come into fruition in front of you.
Ooh.
All of them a unique color.
You can choose your own fate, as it were.
Immersion?
There's green.
Pencil dog?
There is blue.
We do this every time.
I got you.
There is black.
Ooh.
There is orange. And there is gray. I want all of you to roll a d20.
Alright, Bluey.
What were the colors again, Dad? Green, blue?
I'll tell you here in a second.
I got a 16.
Balls.
Can anybody beat a 16 or ties it?
I tie it.
You tie it? Anybody else? No? You two roll off.
Thought we agreed to do it in the box at the same time.
Sorry.
I don't know, does that say 12?
Yeah,
what?
4.
4.
Fine.
You can pick your color first.
What were they?
Gray, orange, black, green, and blue.
Black. I take the black.
As you say that, it just simply slides its way in front of you. Do not touch these until I tell you.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm shackled anyway.
Don't fuck
You
it
get to
up!
pick the next color.
Gray.
Nice.
Who had the next highest number of the remaining 3?
I had 3.
I had a 2.
Orange, green, or blue?
Go blue. Damn. That's a heavy question for a Garrett.
Where's the darkness?
Start yelling "Go blue" like back in Halo.
Go blue. Go blue!
No, I'm just kidding.
Orange.
Okay. Don't touch it. Eel.
Green. Greeny. Fuck.
A little choice left.
Can't touch it. Dad said no.
What if JJ was here?
There is one provided to JJ as well.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
JJ rolled a 1.
Gotcha. Holy shit, dicks.
Did he fall like and hit his head on the table? Get strapped in?
Yeah, they just all of a sudden he just gets eviscerated. We all just drew the short straws. Alright.
You will have a set amount of time to solve the puzzle that sits in front of you. Again, are you ready?
No. Ugh. What does it ever be?
Then, on my mark, we'll begin.
As you see an hourglass appear on the table in front of you.
Shit.
Oh.
Do our hands come loose in the room? Are we...
So as you're sitting there, as the hourglass appears, the straps around your forearms disappear, and your arms are free to move, but you're still strapped to the chair. So you're able to reach forward and grab the cylinders in front of you.
You may begin.
As you sit there, you see JJ just tumbling this piece back and forth in his hands. He looks awestruck with this in front of him, not entirely certain what to do. His young mind is a little bit overtaken by this task.
Oh, we're all gonna die. Garrett, I say that.
This
Well,
this
Guillermo.
clock is pretty, I think, ample.
So guys, I think we've had a pretty fun time.
It's been real. It's been great killing things with you guys.
Got it.
Holy shit.
I am just about there.
A lot of time left.
I somehow ended up back at the beginning.
Well, that's okay.
All of your straps are still on your person. You are still stuck to the chair.
Oh man.
Did we all see that Grizzle's done?
Yeah, you hear him even proclaim that he's done as he sets it down on the table.
Say, hey, how the hell did you do this?
Did I complete your task? Grizzle asks. You will be free once you are finished.
folder.
Oh.
Oh, boss.
Been a damn good employee.
Great.
I'm proud of all you guys. You know, you guys really you put in the extra hours.
But you got murdered anyway. Yeah, dead end.
Alright, fucked in the end.
Still a lot of time left, though, kind of.
Only one of you is progressing. The rest of you are still stuck on an elementary level.
As you see JJ just almost start to kind of like a tear well up in his eye as he's just frustrated and still stuck.
Huh. I like what you're doing here, Carl.
You don't even know where the fuck you're going.
If only that
Is
were
there
the
more?
end.
I think there's more, dog.
Your straps remain on your person.
God, I'm so close to the end. I just want to like. Good job, Matt. It's fucking solving the riddles, man.
How did you figure this out?
Hey, Grizzle, do you wanna help us out here? Can I help my friends?
You may, but the trigger will instantly set.
As you begin reading the note, the straps, one by one, start removing off of your body. And you can get up from your seat.
I quickly stand up out of my chair to make sure the spike doesn't impale me.
As you do, you hear an odd noise of stones shifting again. As you look over and you notice against the far wall, a stairwell appears going up. What do you do?
I slowly walk around the table towards the stairs. Do I still have all my stuff?
You still have all your belongings on you.
I take my staff and I poke the fifth step up. Give it a couple good jabs.
Okay, give me a strength check.
14 plus 2, 16.
You give it a good jab. Oh, Garbo's been released as well.
Oh, look at this. Maybe this was not as challenging as I was hoping. Well, gentlemen,
I'm so close.
good luck.
What's with the stairs, Grizzle?
Okay, it's right over there. So,
Grizzle kind
that
of
against-
looks up at the ceiling. Can I reveal what my note says to my companion?
Well, of course.
It says not the fifth.
What's your sin?
It has something to do with the chairs, Grizzle. How many chairs are there? 7 chairs.
Wait, which one's your seat opens?
Only 6 of us.
By the way, when you broke the stairs, nothing happened.
I figured.
Broke the stairs? What did you
I
do?
poked it. It said not the fifth,
Okay.
so I was thinking
Not
not
like
to
a
step
total
on it.
dick, but like, is this supposed to twist off, or was that part of like?
Pull.
Pull. Okay, thanks. I was like, it would appear Dane's intelligence level on a sheet is correct.
I had no big plans with that key puzzle.
Did tell me to be the Dane.
I figured you'd solve it first.
Oh, you mean because the lock? Never mind.
They're kind of similar. Granted, I could have said nothing and just let you sit there.
With the thing.
So, what are you gentlemen doing?
Okay, my exit's over there.
Gabriel's quietly scribbling in his journal.
As you look up the stairwell, you do see it leads to a second level.
Should we try, or do we wait for our friends? Should we
Gabriel
go up?
slowly steps on the first step. Steps onto the second step. He turns back. Looks at Grizzle. Turns around
Don't do it.
and takes 1, 2, 3 steps up.
As you start ascending the stairs, you see a hole in the wooden floor you can now see as you're stepping up the stairs above you. So to you, it's a wooden ceiling, but you know it's a wooden floor once you cross that breach of the hole that is at the top of the stairs.
So from below, it looked like just a wooden ceiling, but
From
now
when you were sitting down, you couldn't even see it. It just looked like darkness up above.
Sure.
But now you can see that there is a wooden ceiling.
And a door.
Basically just a hole, just like any other stair. Like if you were to walk up, you'd be able to go straight up.
I'm just gonna look out over the room at my friends that are. Said we can't help them, right?
That's what he said. Maybe if we solve more of his puzzles, the trap will stop.
And with that, Gerbo turns and runs up to the next level, just one step in, crawling up to the hole,
Quickly follows him up.
sticking my head slowly up through the hole. What do I see?
As you poke your head up to the
What's
hole,
is it dark? How is it light?
Oh, come on.
it looks like the tower continues. You look up and you see there's moonlight pouring in, but as you can see through the windows, it's just darkness outside the windows. But as you look over, you see in one of the walls embedded 5 humanoidish skulls.
Oh!
I'm still right here.
Alright. I got mine.
And these are in a circular pattern around them.
That's your second level.
I got mine, Carlos.
All right, as the straps pop off of you.
I have no idea, like, I was so focused on my puzzle, I look around, I'm like, I can see those two are still working at it, like, keep going, boys, good job.
You see
Where's the-
JJ just in tears because he is struggling.
From left to right,
I just,
not the fifth.
I walk over to him, I rustle, I just put my hand on his head and I kind of rub his hair a little bit, like, keep the faith, you got this.
Who?
As
JJ?
you just hear him crying for Martha.
Fuck Martha. She can suck your dick in the great beyond. I go upstairs, like, I'm a little dazed from, like, the whole experience.
Are the both of you upstairs or just Guillermo?
I'm on the stairs.
You're on the stairs.
Seeing the skulls, I'm slowly moving up into this hollow room and somehow just knowing and hearing the sadness coming from the room downstairs that something terrible is going to come from this. Garbo lets out some. For a moment, he chokes up as he's looking at the skulls. 5 of them from left to right, Grizzle. Not the 5th. Insano.
He's still downstairs.
You're no. You've come up now. You're right behind us all. I imagine we're in this room. I'm going to move up
I
in.
kind of get
Are
it.
you
I've
going
just moved-
upstairs then too? Okay.
My character's basically like right next to Garbo.
I think we're all 3 right up in here. We haven't gone far from the steps, just close enough that we can see the skulls. What does your note say, Insano?
Not the first.
Not the first. Grizzly, I don't want to get any closer until the other 2 or perhaps even more. We could have better odds.
What does yours say, Grizz?
Mine says not the 5th.
From left to right.
And yours is the 3rd?
From left to right. Mine just says from left to right.
Interesting.
Looking around in this strange room, Garbo is suddenly realizing he has no idea where he is. strange hunter beside him to the left. A bloodied half-orc towering over him to his right.
You want some blood? Get one with a little blood? I want to take a pull.
As he takes a
Put the
gulp
cap
of
back
his
on.
blood, Garibald looks back at the skulls on the wall.
If I look out the windows, do I see anything?
There is, again, like I said, what looks like moonlight pouring in over the floor, so it's relatively lit inside of there. Like, you
Okay.
can definitely make your way around. But as you look out, it just looks like darkness to you.
It's only darkness, Insano. I see you looking. It's only darkness. One of these skulls is calling to us. It's his sick game.
Well, these skulls contain something. I don't know what, but
They're all
Yeah.
death, Insano. It doesn't matter which one we pick.
it sounds like fun. Let's crack my knuckles. I take out a whetstone and just start sharpening Talon.
Garibald
Okay.
starts to slowly walk towards the three middle skulls.
As you step forward, you notice each of them is a distinct size.
Okay.
Not necessarily a clue of any means, just each one is unique. It's not one copy of the next.
Gotcha.
Like the cylinders.
Garibald's going to close his eyes where he is now in front of the three skulls and just meditate.
I'm gonna switch to my war pick. Keep sharpening.
It does appear everyone is at least past the first level. That's good. Oh. No, I take that back. The young one is still struggling.
As you see JJ still sitting there, just almost in tears.
Could be doing his? No.
They asked, you can plead again.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back downstairs. Huh? I'm gonna walk back downstairs. Like I'm slightly bored. Let's check the table.
Did you want to sit back down again?
I look at the clock. Is there any other way I can help without having to sit down?
Who did you want to help?
Our struggling friend. Well, the youngest of our struggling friends here.
Good job.
I will allow you to aid one. But you both must be seated.
I did.
If
Wait,
you fail to
Garibald.
aid him, you both fail.
Garibald, you had notes. What?
Do you run up the stairs to us? Move your character, please.
Why? Oh, like, hold on. So I guess I'm sitting here and
Well,
I
let
kind of.
Dad know that you broke it
Yeah,
and your
kinda-
chains come
yeah.
off.
So my chains come off. So I kind of look
And
up
you-
and I've been concentrating on this. So I look
Alright.
around and I see only my boss sitting across. So I
And JJ.
and JJ. So I look and I see. I guess I'm seated here. So left. So up on my right, I see these guys. Are you guys up the stairs?
Yeah, so pretend this is right above us here. So we've come
you guys
up
went
those stairs and
up
it
the
came
stairs
out right
here?
here. So
Okay.
Insano
So I-
came back down. Grizzle's right here, and I'm
So
meditating.
Insano, you're downstairs. So I see
Yeah.
him and I go, "Where's everybody else?"
I just put up the stairs. I'm staring at JJ
Okay.
and like trying to figure out like.
And then
can
I
help
I
him?
kind of hold this up and I go, "Did you get one of these
I did bring it upstairs.
upstairs?" All right.
Upstairs.
So I'm gonna go upstairs, up here, up the stairs, and then I get up to the top, and I see these two standing here. I assume. This is just and I say, "Okay."
What'd you say?
It says this, and I just kind of show him.
Not the third.
So here I show him.
Oh, you gotta pull one end out.
Garibald, I show him.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all I'm doing.
All you're going to do is give him a little tug.
Little rub and tug. I rub and tug.
Garibald was meditating, so you come up and jostle me.
Are all the puzzles the same?
Dane comes up and jostles me.
No, actually.
Brah. I was
What's up?
meditating.
Oh,
So Dane comes up and jostles me. Move your guy out to me. I'm up there meditating.
Okay.
And you hand me the note, right? Like, what do you do?
I showed it to Grizzle.
Like, bug me, bro. I'm meditating. Bug me, bro.
I just kind of punch him in the shoulder.
Punch me, bro. Punch me.
Just in the shoulder.
Hit me, Dane.
That's awkward. I'm not gonna do that. I already did it. Here, look.
I said, not the fucking fourth. Oh, I wasn't the first. That's all pretty clear.
You're
Good
the last
work,
one
boys.
down. You're the last one down at the table. Who are you talking to? You're downstairs.
JJ.
Right.
It's just JJ.
Yeah, look across the room. Well, Insano is right beside you, deciding if he wants to go and rescue him.
You gonna help Snot or not?
I say, hurry up, kid, you're on company time.
And
And
I
I
walk
walk
up the stairs.
What did yours say? Not the fifth.
Okay.
It's the second one.
More for like.
That
Andy's
is
was not the
wild.
third, or Andy's was left.
There's two
to right.
fucking pegs.
Was
Now,
left
every
to
single
right,
one of these
left
has a
to
note
right.
in it.
Yeah, that's
And
I haven't heard. I'm pretending I haven't heard his yet, though,
This is
because
not
Snot
the
hasn't
first.
actually told us upstairs.
And what did?
Snot comes up the stairs after you told JJ to fuck off.
Yep, I come walking up the stairs. I say,
Like, look over here. You're right next to Grizzle.
I see you guys all the time. I got my thing in my hand. I said, what do you guys got? Mine says not the fourth.
Mine says not the third.
What else we got?
not the fifth.
It's the second skull. Snot. I don't know what to do with it.
Wait, so we got
or the third.
we've got third, fourth.
It's the
fifth.
second. Just stop.
What's the other one?
Shut up and listen to me. It's the second one.
All right, calm down, you little prick.
Whoa! This is getting hostile. What
Obviously,
are?
these are all clues.
Shut the fuck up and pick the second skull. I don't know what it wants.
I say, take a deep fucking breath, guy. We're your friends here, buddy. Jesus.
Gerbil sits down and begins to meditate again.
Yeah. Why don't you sit down there and let the adults handle this?
The second. So I turn to Grizzle and I say, the second skull. What is he referring to?
I really know what's the one.
Grizzle walks up to the second skull and puts his hand on
But I walked up here. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
There's 5 skulls in a row.
Up here? Okay, I guess I didn't see that. 'Cause I
You can
wasn't-
if you just look.
Okay. Well, I didn't. So you walk up to a set of skulls and I go, holy shit, there's skulls in the wall. Okay, so you walk up to the second one.
Put my hand on it. Kind of. Is it like a stone thing in the wall or an actual skull on a pedestal?
It's an actual skull inset into the wall.
So I give it a little push.
As you do, you just feel it start to give under your hand as it just shifts inward. And then just you hear a click as it sets in. As you do,
Do I hear from downstairs?
JJ.
you do not, just anybody in the room.
Okay.
As you do, you put that anywhere in there, a little ladder appears. Just randomly on the floor. And as you look up,
Oh, on the floor?
and as you look up, you can see what looks like a little trap door appears in the ceiling to a third floor.
So, actually, guys, I'm kind of worried about the kid.
Gerbil steps up and climbs up the ladder very quickly. Up into the third floor.
Okay.
Peeking my head slowly. I mean, I imagine it's dark and similar to the rest.
So as you get up to the door is closed, but you put your little hands on it and push it open, yes?
So I go up and I push on it. It's just a weird little wooden door. What do I see
It's like
here?
a trap door. So as you creak it open, you look out, and as you're looking through the door, you can see it's another tower, but it looks dilapidated. Like it looks as though part of the wall is gone.
No, I should have been able to see.
Is there any
10 minutes
sky
later.
or?
As you look
I
out,
guess there's
all
a
you
finish
can
line, I
still
should've just jumped
see
right in.
beyond it
I
is
could've
just
done
darkness. But it still looks like it's lit by some type of odd moonlight, but you don't see a moon in the sky.
It's deceptive. It's really.
So
like,
I
you're so
crawl
afraid
out
of
and I
it.
let the door
I feel
close,
confident.
just flop down behind me.
There's less than you think.
Okay.
I'm moving up.
But like,
The
I should
door-
have.
So who's standing on the second floor?
Everybody.
But me.
Everybody but him.
I'm done with JJ.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm so like wearily my character. I'm shaking from like the first puzzle. I'm just like, you can do it, man. You can do it.
And JJ is just basically crying
Period.
and asking for any help.
Pretty much.
Grizzly yells down the stairs. What's going on down there, Insano?
JJ's just. He's trying his best to get through this puzzle.
Grizzle turns to the others. I think the only way to save JJ is to finish the rest of this tower, the rest of these puzzles, before his time runs out.
I agree. Let's go.
Grizzle quickly climbs the stairs.
Do I hear any of that conversation?
Ladder.
Okay.
Do I
So-
hear that conversation?
Probably not.
Okay.
As you have this back and forth, and you're about to put a hand on the ladder, you just hear this huge thud from up above. As Gerbo is up on top, you look up as you're now looking on this third floor, and you actually see that there's a fourth floor as well. But half of the tower looks like it was completely destroyed.
Yeah, okay, I can
It's
imagine
just
it.
in ruin.
Is there any stairways around?
You can see a ladder that laying on the ground that leads up to that fourth floor. But as you're sitting there, you just hear this. And you look up. And as you look up, this massive bull-like creature flies its way directly at you. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Go.